All right, we want to come back to this question for President Trump, whether he's actually interested in talking with Iran right now.
I may do it, I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do. I can tell you this, that Iran's got a lot of trouble.
Have the Iranians reached out to you?
Yes.
And what did you say?
I said it's very late, you know? I said it's very late to be talking.
As far as we know, senior Trump administration officials are still trying to push for a diplomatic solution. That includes Special Envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, who Trump himself instructed to try and meet with Iranian officials as soon as possible. The Iranian government, which has now called for an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council. But while there are some diplomatic back channels still open, they may not be for long, as tough talk from both sides could be sinking those efforts.
We are not begging for anything. What we are saying is that stop this aggression, then we will have time to do whatever needed. As long as the aggression continues, as long as this brutality continues, we cannot think of engaging.
Joining me now to discuss, Jamil Jaffer, former counsel in the Justice Department's National Security Division. So in a tweet from Iran's mission to the UN, Iran said that it would not negotiate under duress, shall not accept peace under duress, and certainly not with a has-been warmonger clinging to relevance. We've got a bellicose Iran, per the usual, but we've also got this ambiguous Trump. Help us understand whether or not there is actually some sort of diplomatic on-ramp or off-ramp.
Well, Adi, look, the president has made clear that he would like to resolve this problem diplomatically. All the way through and up through the Israeli campaign against Iran, President Trump had been talking about the need to find a deal, a path forward with Iran, a way to put off any military strikes. The word is he tried to put the Israelis off of conducting these strikes. Of course, since then, he's now adopted their strikes as his own and has lauded them. But right to the moment they actually conducted the strikes, he was pressing them and his team was pressing them to hold back and try to not allow this to go forward. At the end of the day, though, he has been supportive, and now he's trying to use the strikes and the potential the U.S. might get involved as an effort to bring Iran back to the table and find a deal that can work for the United States. We'll see if that happens, and we'll see what a deal like that looks like, because that's a big debate both within the United States as well as abroad.
In considering military options, there is the potential for some sort of limited action, but there's also the potential that something that involves a regional or wider conflict. Given your past experiences with the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, do you think that lawmakers should be consulted or vote before any major military action?
Well, look, this is a topic of much debate on Capitol Hill and with the White House. The president generally believes, and all presidents have generally believed, that they have the ability to take military action for some period of time before Congress has to weigh in. In fact, the War Powers Resolution, which was designed by Congress to reassert its authority, permits the president in response to an attack and arguably, in the view of some presidents, in response to a threat to the United States or our allies, can conduct operations before they ask Congress for action. If this becomes an extended conflict, it's and the view of the law as passed that the president does have to ask Congress for approval. That has happened at times, and that has not happened at times. So this is an area of tension between the executive and legislative branches. In the Constitution, however, as you know, the power to declare war is granted to Congress.
Jamil Jaffer is a former counsel to the Assistant Attorney General for National Security. Thank you.